Four friends arrive at an island called Snake King Island to hunt snakes. They tie a chicken in front of a large hole, hoping to see if any snakes live inside. The hole seems completely empty, but if they do manage to catch something, they plan to sell it to Jin, a black market trader, and make money. They drop the chicken into the hole with a rope, but soon the rope starts shaking violently. When they pull hard, it suddenly snaps. That's when they realize whatever's inside isn't a normal snake. It's something massive. Among them, Santi is the most skilled snake hunter, so he decides to go down into the hole with a small torch to see what's inside. Before entering, he warns his friends repeatedly that if he faces danger or encounters the giant snake, they must pull him up immediately. Inside the pitch-dark hole, Santi spots a snake and catches it using his special technique. But just then, he sees an enormous python, much larger than anything he's ever seen. He quickly realizes it must have eaten the chicken. Fearing he'll be next, he yells for his friends to pull him up. But instead of helping, one of them jokingly tickles his foot. That brief moment costs him his life. The giant python strikes and swallows Santi whole. By the time his friends realize what's happening, it's too late. One of them tries to reach into the hole in a desperate attempt to save Santi, but the snake bites him. The other two manage to pull him out and kill the snake with an axe. Shaken and terrified, they understand the place is not safe and decide to leave immediately by boat. As night falls, heavy rain begins to pour. Just then, their boss Jin calls Bamiyan, furious that the value of the snakes they sell has been reduced. The anger turns toward the friend whose mistake led to Santi's death. Suddenly, their boat jolts violently. Two of them are thrown into the sea. The massive python, still hunting, emerges from the water and devours both men in front of Bamiyan. Knowing his fate is sealed, Bamiyan faces the same deadly end. The entire horrific event is captured on the boat's camera. The next scene shows a house where a snake has entered, and an expert snake catcher named Sen is called to remove it. Though Sen catches snakes, he never sells them illegally. He always releases them back into nature. Inside the house, he sees a TV interview where Jin is interviewing Panzing, the chairman of a real estate company named Tiang. Panzing explains that the government has granted his company the rights to turn 4 dangerous islands into ecotourism zones. The largest among them is Snake King Island, with a government fund of nearly 5 billion. After hearing this, Sin leaves to catch the snake that had been trying to bite a man. The same man who recently stole a few eggs from the mountains, which is why the snake had followed him there. Sane believes that no animal, not even a snake, harms humans without reason. After releasing the snake on the roof, he meets his friend Mayfin, who shows him a news report. A rescue team has found a body floating near Snake King Island. It's Bamiyan, their old friend. The body has massive fang marks, proving that a huge snake had killed him. Sane takes the body to the Wildlife Conservation Department and tells the officials that the snake responsible was around 15 meters long. Not just any snake, but the Titan python, the largest and supposedly extinct species in the world, still living on Snake King Island. He proposes that the island should be declared a nature reserve instead of being turned into an eco-park to protect this ancient creature. The officials remain silent, but one senior officer from the Environmental Protection Department insists that according to the International Snake Organization, the Titan python went extinct about 2.8 million years ago. So whatever killed Bamiyan couldn't possibly be one. Not believing Sin, the officer plays the footage recovered from Bamiyan's boat. The horrifying video shows the python killing them, leaving everyone in shock. After seeing this, a high-ranking official orders Zhu to go to Snake King Island with Shaon and Mafin to investigate whether the Titan python truly exists. As Zhu prepares for the mission, she makes a call and says that if they do find the python, she knows exactly what must be done. Meanwhile, Jin meets a man willing to pay a huge amount of money for the giant snake. Jin agrees. No matter what, he'll catch it. By now, Sen, Zhou, and Ma Fin have almost reached the island. Using his binoculars, Sen spots Jin and his entire team already there, setting up camp. While Jin is busy making plans with the hunters, one of his men wanders away to relieve himself and gets bitten by a snake. He barely makes it back to camp, but the snake follows him inside, causing panic. In the chaos, a man almost gets eaten, but 3 siblings, skilled snake hunters from the city, rush in and save him. The eldest brother captures the snake easily, bags it, and hands it over to Jin. Soon after, Mayfin and the others arrive. When Sanyat tells Jin to release the snake, a fight breaks out between them. Sane manages to escape and releases the snake into the wild. Then, they start taking photos of the island and collecting samples. That night, heavy rain poured again. To stay dry, Sane leads everyone to a small wooden cottage, built years ago by his grandfather, who had come here searching for the Titan python himself. Capturing the world's largest snake had been his lifelong dream. But even inside the cottage, a strong smell of rotting fish fills the air, making everyone suspect that the Titan python had been there recently. Or maybe it still is. As they search the cottage, they find one of Bamiyan's team members, dead bodies. Joe, who has studied such cases at a research institute, concludes that he died from suffocation while being swallowed by the python, and later the python regurgitated the body there. They decide to call the police once they find a signal, but for safety, they lock the door tightly so the snake can't get back inside. While checking around, Martian finds an old box belonging to Sane's grandfather and discovers a photo of a massive python, proof that he had seen the Titan python long ago but never revealed it publicly. Meanwhile, one of the Hunter brothers and Jin's brother, Young, sneak into the cottage to kill them. They release several small snakes inside. Sen catches the first one, but another bites Martian's leg. As more snakes slither toward them, Sen uses fire to drive them away and gives Martian an antidote. But Young attacks Sen with a syringe, paralyzing him. When one of the hunters tries to fight Ju, the massive python suddenly appears, grabs him, and disappears into the forest. Young chases after it. Joe rushes back inside, finds Martian and Trifon unconscious, and gives them the antidote, saving their lives. The next morning, they step outside and continue exploring the island. They find a huge snake skin hanging from a tree, and Martian excitedly says it's proof enough of the Titan python's existence. But Joe says they need stronger evidence to convince the government to protect the island. Martian gets frustrated, and suddenly Young, who had come to kill them the previous night, collapses behind them. They see deep bite marks all over his body. The python had attacked him and left him barely alive. As Sane tries to inject him with an antidote, Joe discovers traces of Titan python's fluid on his body, proof that the giant snake is about to lay eggs. And with that, it's finally confirmed. The world's largest and supposedly extinct Titan python still lives on Snake King Island. After saving him with the antidote, Sane and his team carried the body back to Jin's camp. There, 3 snake hunters asked about his brother, but when Sane and the others didn't answer, an argument broke out. At that moment, Young told Jin to let them go, because it was thanks to them that he was still alive. Hearing this, Jin went inside the tent, thanked them for saving his brother, and handed over a suitcase full of gold bars. However, Sen refused to take it. He said that if Jin really wanted to thank him, he should leave the island and stop hunting snakes forever. But Jin disagreed. He said that if he stopped capturing snakes, then who would take responsibility for all the people who made a living selling them? Moreover, he revealed that he had been sent there by a real estate company, and if he abandoned the mission halfway, he would lose his honor, something he would never allow. Saying this, Jin arranged a vehicle for Sen and his team. As they drove away, Zhao said that before Jin found the Titan python's eggs, they must collect them and preserve them in the lab. But Sen disagreed. He said that if they took the python's eggs like Jin did, then how would they be any different from him? Besides, his family had a long-standing tradition to protect all the snakes of Snake Island, so no matter what, he would save them. Just then, they noticed a giant python blocking their path. Seeing the python for the first time, Sane immediately began chasing it, while Martian started recording it on camera. After all, if they wanted to prove the island worthy of being a nature reserve, nothing could be better than this footage. Following the python for quite a distance, they were suddenly blocked by the hunter siblings. They dragged Sane and his team out of the car and began beating them. Taking advantage of the chaos, Joe continued following the python. Soon, Sane and Martian managed to overpower the hunters and rushed off in their car to find Joe. Meanwhile, Joe had entered a cave while chasing the python and found several eggs inside. She secretly put one egg into her bag. Just then, Sen and Martian arrived, and as Joe got into the car, the furious python started chasing them. Sen couldn't understand why it was following them so relentlessly. When he asked Joe, she claimed she had no idea and said she only collected the python's DNA. But Sen became suspicious and told Martian to check her bag. Inside, they found the python's egg. Enraged, Sen shouted that the egg must be returned to the cave immediately, but Zhao refused. She held a knife to Martian's throat and blackmailed Sane, forcing him to drive to a deserted area. Once there, Zhou tried to escape with the egg, but Jin suddenly appeared and tried to snatch the bag from her. Zhou then revealed the truth. She wasn't a senior wildlife officer at all. She was working for another organization called ISM, just like Jin once did. She had been sent there to retrieve the eggs so ISM could use them to make snake venom. Jin laughed and said that he used to be an ISM member too, but they had long since cast him out. Now, to take revenge, he would never hand over the eggs to ISM. Instead, he planned to sell them on the black market once he left the island. At that moment, Sane demanded Jin return the eggs. But Jin's men captured Sane, Martian, and Zhou and began torturing them. From the very beginning, Jin's real purpose had been to capture the python. So to lure it to their camp, they poured a special black liquid over Sane and Martian, which gave off a scent to attract the Titan python. The moment the python arrived, they planned to capture it. As planned, the giant python eventually appeared. Sen managed to free himself and tried to untie Martian, but the python burst into the room. He fought desperately to hold it off. Just as they were about to escape, the Hunter siblings locked the door from outside, trapping them inside. Jin watched the entire scene through CCTV, enjoying it like entertainment. But Zhou had a knife. She cut through the ropes and freed both Sane and Martian, rescuing them from the room. Jin's men didn't stop pursuing them, but suddenly, the python crashed through the ceiling and devoured the Hunter siblings. Terrified, Jin and his crew fled the camp. Zhou took the bag of eggs and ran to the boat, only to find Jin already waiting there, smiling. He had the same goal as before. A fight broke out between them over the egg. Soon, Sane and the others arrived. After a long struggle, Sane managed to defeat Jin. But just then, the python climbed onto the boat, searching for its eggs. Sane gently returned the eggs, but Jin, ignoring everything, tried to attack the python. The massive creature struck back, throwing Jin into the sea before slithering away with its eggs. It didn't harm Sane, Zhou, or Martian, not even a little. Realizing she had narrowly escaped death, Zhou finally understood her mistake. She apologized to Sane and asked what she should write in her investigation report. Sane showed her a photo of the Titan python and said that rare things should remain hidden from the world. So, they decided not to report the Titan python to the authorities. Instead, they would only write that since Snake King Island was home to many species of snakes, it should never be turned into an ecotourism park and should forever remain a protected nature reserve. Everyone agreed with Sane's decision. And with that, today's movie Serpent King Island comes to an end. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it. And for those new to the channel, subscribe and comment below to let us know which movie story you'd like to see next.